What's going on, guys? Welcome to a free-to-play edition of Week 1, Wishlist or Nah, a series where we take a look at upcoming video games and downloadable expansions to discuss whether we'll scoop them at release, grab them later, or leave them for someone else to enjoy. My name is Brother Cam, and in this video I will talk about a recently announced update for Warframe called Veilbreaker. For those who are unfamiliar with Warframe, it's a cooperative hack-and-shoot video game that primarily pits you as a space ninja fighting against militaristic factions that seek to establish dominance over the Origin system. The Veilbreaker update is presented as a playable continuation of a short chapter from Warframe's 2021 expansion quest, The New War. This chapter serves as a nightmarish introduction to the war-torn hell that surrounds a Grineer soldier known as Call 175. For a brief period, we're shown the devastating effects of battle through his eyes and interactively fight to avenge his fallen brothers. By the look of the Veilbreaker trailer, Call appears to survive after completing his objective in the New War and continues to support Grineer efforts to repel the sentient invasion. Warframe is a free-to-play title developed and published by Digital Extremes. It is currently playable on PC, Sony PlayStations 4 and 5, Microsoft's Xbox One, the Xbox Series X and S, as well as the Nintendo Switch. Before I continue with my thoughts about Warframe's upcoming quest, let's take a look at the Veilbreaker trailer. Alright guys, so here we are with the trailer for Veilbreaker, an upcoming update to the Warframe video game by Digital Extremes, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we have kind of a spoiler alert, but that right there is one of the mind-altering devices that was prominently used within the New War update. Without spoiling it further, I'll just leave it at that. Got a Grineer soldier here with the Grakata. Alright, yeah, I was going to say this is presumably Call 175. So that's interesting because, to be fair, I played through the New War quest once, and when I did play it, Echoes of War wasn't available yet for a replay, so I wasn't sure if he was subject to, that sort of treatment after his section of the New War quest had ended. So that was never quite clear, but it looks like he may have broken free from this particular, mental prison. And right off top, we have one of the Archons. We have a quartet of space ninja. Okay, we got some skins right here. Okay, we got Thumper. So wait a minute, let's go back. Was he actually fighting one of his own Thumpers? This is what I want to know. Yeah. Okay. And this particular, is he fighting this? Where is this landscape? I was like, is this the Plains of Eidolon? Or is this, yeah, this is definitely like an Earth tile set. Yeah, and then we have more of the Grineer in that weird stasis that was prevalent throughout the New War quest. Once again, not trying to spoil anything too significant, but the trailer shows you what it shows you. And now we have what appears to be Rel. That is definitely Rel, and he looks to be physically altered, like the Archons.
Not afraid.
I like how the Veilbreaker text has that New War fracturing effect. You know, almost kind of like a nod. You know, obviously, it's been announced that it was tied or a continuation of events that took place in the New War, but I just kind of like how they add the little visual cues to even just support that connection further. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's return to the video. After watching this year's Tennocon presentation, the content announcements I am most excited for are the Veilbreaker update and Soulframe, a new video game that's being developed by Digital Extremes. Call 175 is one of my favorite chapters from the New War, so the possibility of continuing his story and see how it ultimately shapes him is enticing to say the least. While Digital Extremes didn't confirm that Veilbreaker will specifically focus on the progression of Call's story, it was expressed that it will highlight the state of the origin system following the events of the New War. Veilbreaker's trailer gives us a glimpse of an ongoing conflict between one of Warframe's factions known as the Grineer and a new menace from the New War called the Archons. I think one of the reasons I am more excited for Veilbreaker than the Duviri Paradox is because of my exposure to Call's story in the New War expansion. Having a pre-existing connection to Call as a character and being invested in his story is a big reason for this hype. The Duviri Paradox looks a little too foreign from where I left off with the Drifter, so I had more questions than hype at the end of its trailer. I was excited to see one of Warframe's long-standing characters return, but it wasn't enough to pull me toward Paradox the same way Call's story does for Veilbreaker. I even appreciated Viso's story enough for a continuation update more than simply seeing the Drifter in some strange setting that I know very little about. To me, the Duviri Paradox trailer wasn't done any favors by being sandwiched between Veilbreaker and Soulframe. Digital Extremes' newest game in particular pulled the rug from under Warframe's Paradox due to being an entirely new piece of content. As I was processing what I had just seen from the Paradox trailer, it seemed as if just minutes later, DE said, "Oh, by the way, here's a new game we want to reveal at whatever cost of intrigue it steals from Warframe's next expansion." I assumed that wasn't the dev's intent, but it was still a resulting effect for me anyway. All that being said, I'm very excited to see what content Veilbreaker delivers, and may even do a quest review if the quality of the update is rich enough. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts about this year's Tennocon and all its associated announcements. You can talk to me about it in the comments below or in chat while I'm live on Twitch. Remember to like and share the video, as well as subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel. For ways to support this content, you can find associated links within the video's description. Until next time, I've been Brother Cam, and this has been a video about Digital Extremes' upcoming Warframe update, Veilbreaker. Week 1, Wishlist or Nah? Free to play edition.